Oh no, it's not called The Card. It's called Everything Is Love. They made this really cool R&B hip hop type album, and you know, I think that's also very impressive. But there's a lot of highlights in this. Let It Go, Justin Bieber, and 21 Savage. Like, that was a really nice pop song. Justin Bieber, he has some great versatility when he's either singing or rapping to some certain songs. So I was impressed with that. I liked I Did It. That's that one song with Megan Thee Stallion and Post Malone. It just had a good vibe to it. It was very anthemic. Every Chance I Get with Lil Baby. Like, Lil Baby, he always goes hard. He always has this mumble rap type flow. And that's honestly what's made him a great artist. But there's certain songs on the joint that I didn't really necessarily vibe with. There's this one song, it's called This Is My Year. I like the message, but it wasn't really like a song that I would listen to on repeat. In the P. Diddy, he at the end of that song, he was like yelling and stuff, and I'm like, yo, are you really rapping, or are you just yelling? But he also changed his name recently. He went from Sean John Combs to Sean Love Combs. But yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna rap anymore. Let's see what else I didn't like. I didn't like the Drake songs. There were like 2 Drake songs on the album. Pop Star and Grease. Of course, a lot of people did not like Grease. Grease was him trying to sound like The Weeknd, honestly. And it just didn't really sound like something that would be great for Drake. The music was cool, but like Drake, I don't know, maybe he was tired. He just didn't sound great on that one. And Pop Star was okay, but just I wouldn't listen to it like twice. It's just something that I would listen to once. And Just Be was with Justin Timberlake, and the music didn't match the vibe of the vocals. I don't know where Justin Timberlake is in terms of his musical catalog or wherever he is, but overall I think he needs to reshape his vocals and his overall vibe and make something very different. That's what I think he should do. But overall I feel like the album, there's a big fatigue with it. And the reason why I say that is because Major Key, which is also DJ Khaled's album, he had I think that was probably his 13th album. Yeah, that was his 13th album so far. That's his best album, and that was back in 2016. He had many different influences from different genres like trap music and R&B, and there was a lot of cohesion. I Got the Keys, brought the whole album into perspective, because I guess Major Keys goes with that one song, I Got the Keys. There's this one song in particular that he made with Drake, and I'm like, I'm listening to that song, and that song is a lot better for free. That song is a lot better than the songs that he made on this recent album that he's released. There's also a song with Megan Trainor, and I haven't heard from her music in a long time, but she sounded really great on that one. But it seems like with DJ Khaled's recent music, he's trying to appeal to the mainstream instead of looking into cohesion. And one of the reasons for this is because Just Be, it sounded like something you could play at a wedding. It's like a wedding music, and the song itself didn't really match the overall vibe of the album. But yeah, that's how I feel about this album, Khaled Khaled by DJ Khaled. But let's move on to another topic. Let's talk about engineering. How do we get through this engineering major? Honestly, if it's something that you love, if it's something that you're passionate about, getting through engineering will not be a problem for you. But like right now, I would tell you that I'm still trying to get this engineering major out of the way, and I'm trying to graduate. So, I've been doing this for pretty much 4 years. Engineering for a lot of people is a 5-year type major, because you have a lot of classes that could be completed in 4 years, but you got to take your time with it in a way, because some of these courses can be very challenging. So for me, it's like 5 years. I'll graduate this upcoming May. But like I mentioned earlier, it's very difficult. Some classes are, you got some courses that you probably still won't understand after college. And you got some things that you will do in your engineering major or whatever job you go into that you won't even cover in school, So it's still kind of difficult. There's one thing that you have to do being an engineering major. You have to do this capstone. Capstone is a senior project, and it's a very in-depth type research project where you have to look into what you can do to help change the world, and then write a whole goddamn paper about it. You have the introduction, you have a couple of chapters going into in depth with the research that you have, the background research, and maybe the products that you will use. So, it's really difficult sometimes for people who are juggling schoolwork and actually having a job. But there's some things I want to say for those who are taking capstone or thinking about it. First, you got to choose a partner. I don't care if that partner has a work schedule that doesn't go along with your work schedule, or whatever schedule that you're on doesn't go on with their schedule. You got to choose that partner and